The bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Mandragora takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Spriggan snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Dryad runs away from the cornucopia. Breeza runs away from the cornucopia. Satyrus grabs a shovel. Creeper girl runs away from the cornucopia. Damper runs away from the cornucopia. Siren grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Anubis, Selkie, Toad, and Ninetales share everything they gathered before running. Dullahan runs into the cornucopia and hides. Mermaid snatches a pair of say. Harpy snatches a pair of say. Yukiona runs away from the cornucopia. Salamander snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Centaurus runs away from the cornucopia. Holstorus snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Automaton grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Shaman grabs a sword. Hunter runs away from the cornucopia. Ant worker grabs a backpack and retreats. Sahuagin runs away from the cornucopia. Matanga runs away from the cornucopia. Kobold runs away from the cornucopia. Succubus runs away from the cornucopia. Kikimora finds a bag full of explosives. Vampire runs away from the cornucopia. Jayabudanyuki takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Arachne grabs a backpack and retreats. Baphomet retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Squid girl runs away from the cornucopia. Futaka Chiona throws a knife into Sphinx's chest. Oni finds Werakat hiding in the cornucopia, but Werakat kills her. Ender girl runs away from the cornucopia. Cyclops runs away from the cornucopia, which kills Zakilia with a hatchet. Minotaurus runs away from the cornucopia. Valkyrie finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Ender dragon girl runs away from the cornucopia. Sludge girl finds Banshee hiding in the cornucopia and kills her. Mummy snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Elf runs away from the cornucopia. Day 1. Valkyrie attacks Anubis, but she manages to escape. Sahuagin runs away from Satyrus. Arachne steals from Vampire while she isn't looking. Dullahan picks flowers. Hunter taints Witch's food, killing her. Sludge girl camouflages herself in the bushes. Succubus diverts Centaurus's attention and runs away. Dryad scares Toad off. Jayabudanyuki unknowingly eats toxic berries. Mermaid and Spriggan track down and kill Mandragora. Cyclops sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Kikimora tries to sleep through the entire day. Shaman attacks Siren, but she manages to escape. Ender girl thinks about home. Elf hunts for other tributes. Minotaurus sprains her ankle while running away from Creeper girl. Werakat, Yukiona, Ninetales, and Ant worker hunt for other tributes. Breeza picks flowers. Matanga receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Holstorus collects fruit from a tree. Dampi forces Kobold to kill Salamander or Futaka Chiona. She refuses to kill, so Dampi kills her instead. Harpy practices her archery. Automaton stalks Squid Girl. Baphomet injures herself. Mummy constructs a shack. Selkie discovers a river. Ender Dragon Girl goes hunting. Fallen Tributes 1. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sphinx. District 6. Open. District 3. Sigilia. District 1. Banshee. District 2. Witch. District 10. Jayabudanyuki. District 4. Mandragora. District 9. Kobold. District 4. Night 1. Futaka Chiona tries to treat her infection. Arachne and Automaton fight Harpy and Salamander. Arachne and Automaton survive. Elf is awoken by nightmares. Satyrus severely slices Centaurus with a sword. Sahuagin quietly hums. Dampi destroys Cyclops' supplies while she is asleep. Baphomet, Shaman, Yukiona, and Mermaid tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Mummy receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Holstorus tends to Toad's wounds. Ender Dragon Girl cooks her food before putting her fire out. Vampire, Minotaurus, and Spriggan sleep in shifts. Selkie and Ender Girl sleep in shifts. Sludge Girl receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Dryad and Breeza hold hands. Hunter tries to treat her infection. Squid girl receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Creeper girl receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Valkyrie, ant worker, succubus, and Kikimora tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Dullahan, Matango, and Anubis discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Siren and Ninetale sleep in shifts. Wericott screams for help. Day 2. Holstorus chases Ender Girl. Damper begs for Ender Dragon Girl to kill her. She refuses, keeping Dampier alive. Shaman camouflages herself in the bushes. Selkie discovers a river. Breezer overhears Succubus and Kikimora talking in the distance. Arachne receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Squid Girl kills Toad with a hatchet. Dullahan goes hunting. Ant Worker, Baphomet, Sludge Girl, and Futakachi on a hunt for other tributes. Cyclops searches for a water source. Anubis hunts for other tributes. Matango and Minotaurus split up to search for sources. Wericott injures herself. Spriggan runs away from Yukiona. Automaton scares Creeper Girl off. Vampire discovers a river. Siren makes a slingshot. Mummy accidentally steps on a landmine. Hunter receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Elf attacks Ninetales, but she manages to escape. Mermaid practices her archery. Sahuagin sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Satyrus tends to Dryad's wounds. Valkyrie makes a wooden spear. Fallen tributes to 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Paru, District 5. Salamander, District 12. Centaurus, District 5. Toad, District 10. Monkey, District 6. Night 2. Breezer lets Arachne into her shelter. Cyclops tends to her wounds. Sludge Girl attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Mermaid silently snaps Matango's neck. Ninetales, Automaton, and Sahuagin sleep in shifts. Vampire receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Damp attends to her wounds. Succubus and Valkyrie run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Siren and Yukiona huddle for warmth. Dryad destroys Creeper Girl's supplies while she is asleep. Kikimora loses sight of where she is. Hunter lets Squid Girl into her shelter. Satyrus loses sight of where she is. Ender Girl thinks about winning. Minotaurus, Elf, and Shaman cheerfully sing songs together. Selkie screams for help. Holstorus climbs a tree to rest. Futakachiona sets up camp for the night. Baphomet starts a fire. Spriggan and Wericott talk about the tributes still alive. Dullahan destroys Anubis' supplies while she is asleep. Ender Dragon Girl screams for help. Ant Worker thinks about home. Day 3. Ant Worker thinks about home. Creeper Girl steals from Automaton while she isn't looking. Dryad overhears Valkyrie and Squid Girl talking in the distance. Spriggan explores the arena. Cyclops attacks Ender Girl, but she manages to escape. Sahuagin chases Wericott. Mermaid steals from Vampire while she isn't looking. Succubus receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Selkie constructs a shack. Elf diverts Sludge Girl's attention and runs away. Anubis, Futakachiona, Shaman, and Amber hunt for other tributes. Baphomet begs for Minotaurus to kill her. She refuses, keeping Baphomet alive. Arachne questions her sanity. Kikimora practices her archery. Ninetales sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Hunter taints Yukiona's food, killing her. Ender Dragon Girl stalks Dullahan. Siren overhears Holstorus and Satyrus talking in the distance. Breezer injures herself. Fallen tributes 3 to cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Matango, District 10. Yukiona, District 11. Night 3. Anubis and Selkie sleep in shifts. Squid Girl stays awake all night. Holstorus lets Satyrus into her shelter. Arachne lets Shaman into her shelter. Futakachiona looks at the night sky. Wericott, Baphomet, and Siren discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Mermaid, Hunter, Cyclops, Succubus, and Minotaurus sleep in shifts. Ant Worker tends to Sahuagin's wounds. Breezer dies from an infection. Spriggan climbs a tree to rest. Damper passes out from exhaustion. Vampire tends to her wounds. Kikimora tries to sing herself to sleep. Ninetales receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ender Dragon Girl, Automaton, and Sludge Girl cheerfully sing songs together. Valkyrie tends to Creeper Girl's wounds. Dryad receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Ender Girl receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Dullahan stabs Elf with a tree branch. Tree branch. Day 4. Shaman goes hunting. Werricut scares Minotaurus off. Ninetales receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Creeper Girl, Sludge Girl, and Selkie successfully ambush and kill Arachne, Cyclops, and Satyris. Automaton searches for firewood. Sahuagin dies trying to escape the arena. Futaka Chiona, Valkyrie, Dampic, Ender Girl, and Succubus hunt 4 other tributes. Hunter hunts 4 other tributes. Vampire, Ender Dragon Girl, Spriggan, and Baphomet raided workers' camp while she is hunting. Anubis, Siren, Dryad, Dullahan, and Kikimora hunt 4 other tributes. Holstorus camouflages herself in the bushes. Squid Girl thinks about her. Mermaid searches for firewood. Fallen tributes 4. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Breezer. District 2. Elf. District 9. Arachne. District 10. Cyclops. District 8. Satyris. District 5. Sahuagin. District 1. Nightfall. Mermaid questions her sanity. Ender Dragon Girl screams for help. Holstorus destroys Dryad's supplies while she is asleep. Anubis, Succubus, and Minotaurus track down and kill Werricut. Dullahan convinces Ender Girl to snuggle with her. Creeper Girl receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Siren sets Valkyrie on fire with a Molotov. Hunter, Spriggan, Baphomet, and Squid Girl sleep in shifts. Damper sets up camp for the night. Kikimora destroys Sludge Girl's supplies while she is asleep. Selkie defeats Endworker in a fight, but spares her life. Automaton is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Ninetales and Shaman sleep in shifts. Vampire kills Futaka Chiona for her supplies. Alright. Let me explain what's happening. Day 5. Minotaurus, Spriggan, Ender Girl, and Antworker raid Succubus's camp while she is hunting. Dullahan, Creeper Girl, Siren, Sludge Girl, and Holstorus hunt 4 other tributes. Baphomet overhears Mermaid and Damper talking in the distance. Automaton, Ender Dragon Girl, Hunter, Selkie, and Shaman hunt 4 other tributes. Kikimora, Vampire, and Ninetales hunt 4 other tributes. Dryad and Squid Girl split up to search for resources. Fallen tributes 5. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Werricut. District 4. Valkyrie. District 2. Futaka Chiona. District 8. Night 5. Selkie bashes Antworker's head against a rock several times. Ninetales tries to treat her infection. Hunter starts a fire. Dullahan questions her sanity. Holstorus, Squid Girl, Shaman, Siren, and Minotaurus sleep in shifts. Sludge Girl sees a fire, but stays hidden. Kikimora tries to treat her infection. Ender Girl sets up camp for the night. Baphomet and Damper hold hands. Creeper Girl receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ender Dragon Girl goes to sleep. Mermaid passes out from exhaustion. Automaton screams for help. Dryad cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Spriggan cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Anubis passes out from exhaustion. Vampire receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Succubus attempts to climb a tree, but falls to her death. Day 6. Creeper girl discovers a cave. Dampi runs away from Kikimora. Dullahan tries to sleep through the entire day. Sludge girl practices her archery. Hunter diverts Selkie's attention and runs away. Siren searches for firewood. Vampire fishes. Baphomet steals from Squid Girl while she isn't looking. Ender Dragon Girl overhears Anubis and Ninetales talking in the distance. Shaman discovers a cave. Ender Girl constructs a shack. Automaton collects fruit from a tree. Holstorus questions her sanity. Mermaid throws a knife into Minotaurus's head. Fallen Tribute 6. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Ant Worker. District 6. Dryad. District 9. Spigot. District 9. Succubus. District 3. Minotaurus. District 5. Night 6. Sludge Girl strangles Dullahan with a rope.
Wait, that's illegal.
Attention all Dullahan Girl fans. Dullahan is still alive, but she decided to give up the Hunger Game because of the stupid written scenario. We wish her luck in the next Hunger Game. Now let's continue our game. Hunter defeats Siren in a fight, but spares her life. Ender Girl cries herself to sleep. Selkie tends to Anubis's wounds. Holstorus unknowingly eats toxic berries. Baphomet, Dampi, Creeper Girl, Kikimora, and Mermaid sleep in shifts. Squid Girl lets Ender Dragon Girl into her shelter. Vampire fends Ninetales, Automaton, and Shaman away from her fire. Day 7. Siren spears Ender Girl in the abdomen. Creeper Girl accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it.
Ironic.
Kikimora travels to higher ground. Hunter diverts Sludge Girl's attention and runs away. Mermaid tends to Shaman's wounds. Dampi, Baphomet, Anubis, Ninetales, and Squid Girl hunt for other tributes. Ender Dragon Girl, Selkie, and Automaton hunt for other tributes. Vampire collects fruit from a tree. Fallen Tribute 7. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Dullahan. District 2. Holstorus. District 7. Ender Girl. District 7. Creeper Girl. District 7. Night 7. Squid Girl stays awake all night. Sludge Girl and Hunter huddle for warmth. Mermaid stabs Shaman in the back with a trident. Vampire receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Anubis kills Siren while she is sleeping. Automaton and Selkie tell stories about themselves to each other. Ninetales defeats Kikimora in a fight, but spares her life. Ender Dragon Girl attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Dampi, killing them both. Baphomet looks at the night sky. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Anubis, Ninetales, and Vampire unsuccessfully ambush Hunter, Sludge Girl, and Baphomet, who kill them instead. Automaton decides not to go to the feast. Selkie decides not to go to the feast. Kikimora, Mermaid, and Squid Girl start fighting, but Mermaid runs away as Kikimora kills Squid Girl. Day 8. Sludge Girl sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Baphomet shoots an arrow into Automaton's head. Selkie accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Kikimora discovers a river. Mermaid and Hunter hunt for other tributes. Fallen Tributes 8. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Shaman. District 12. Siren. District 11. Ender Dragon Girl. District 3. Dampi. District 8. Anubis. District 6. Ninetales. District 4. Wait a second, I need to recharge my gun. Vampire. District 8. Squid Girl. District 1. Automaton. District 12. Selkie. District 11. Night 8. Sludge Girl and Hunter huddle for warmth. Baphomet and Kikimora sleep in shifts. Mermaid dies from an infection. Day 9. Kikimora convinces Baphomet to not kill her. only to kill her instead. Hunter discovers a river. Sludge Girl receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Fallen tributes 9 to cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Blooded. District 1. Battlement. District 3. Night 9. Hunter and Kikimora track down and kill Sludge Girl. Day 10. Kikimora taints Hunter's food, killing her. Fallen tributes 10 to cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sludge Girl. District 11. Hunter. District 12. The winner. The winner is Kikimora from District 7. Ant worker still thinks about home.